Hi everybody, Scrapchicky here. I'm going to share with you my entry into Vikki's travelogue, and we are on Team Brenda together, and our journey is almost over. This is her travelogue, and it's titled My Purple Journey. She has an amazing book here. It's really chunky and really pretty. It's just got lots of fun little accents, some amazing flowers and charms and these cool little metal flower things. So it's really a beautiful album, and I was excited to be able to work on it. So her theme is My Purple Journey, and she wanted everything to be purple. She asked us to take our paper bag and decorate it with however we wanted, but we had to use purple, and then we just had to, on that page, answer one of these 10 questions that she gave us. Some of them were really thought-provoking, and it took me a couple of days. I opened the album and looked through everybody's pages that they had done. I contemplated quite a few of the questions, but I ended up picking the very first one, and it looks like the very same one that she picked, which was who's your favorite celebrity and why. This is Vikki's page right there. So I decided to do that one, thinking that it was going to be the easiest thing. I realized that, for one thing, I don't have a lot of purple paper. I love purple. It's one of my favorite colors. But apparently in paper, I don't pick purple paper. So I didn't have a lot, but I did have a couple of sheets that I really thought I wanted to use. So I picked, the person that I picked is Elvis Presley. This is one of my many books that I have about him. So I have a small collection of Elvis memorabilia things. I have a board game and some trading cards. And yes, they do make trading cards. This is the packaging from 2 of them. And they just, I don't know what other trading cards look like. I've not seen anything, but these have pictures of him or his, you know, like his cars or him on the movie set or whatever. So it just talks, and on the back it has like little quotes, either quotes from him or talks about the particular item that's on the picture. So anyway, I have those, and I decided to scan a couple of them, my favorites, and use them on my travelogue page. So this is the page. I've used some Prima flowers and some Wild Orchid Crafts cherry blossoms. This is a piece of Prima bling. It's another trading card copy, and then it just got his name down here in thickers. And these pieces here are acetate pieces from Close to My Heart that I thought would, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to make it a little bit more dimensional, so I've added them onto the page. This is actually called a flip flap, and it's basically just a photo protector that you can slide photos into and stack them one on top of another to make kind of like an album, or just to add extra space. I used it for extra space so I could put more photos on this page. So here is my little explanation as to why Elvis is my favorite celebrity. And I think some of you have already heard my story about it, because I used him on my very first travelogue, which was Pleasure to Meet You. And I explain why I like Elvis, but I'll go through it really quickly. So I was about 8 years old or so when my father introduced me to his music, and from then on it's been just, I love his music. I love memorabilia of him. I like all that kind of stuff. So I love that era of music in particular, because compared to today's music, it is very mild, and my kids listen to it. We try to listen to it a lot. I try to make them listen to it a lot, because it's just a simpler time. It's a more innocent time, and I like the music quite a bit. So hopefully they will continue to like it. They do now, but they're still little. So anyway, it talks about kind of just that it reminds me of my father. His music reminds me of my father, so it's just, that's why he's my favorite. And she included some tags for us that I put inside the bag. And this is one of the things she included, was this little cardstock piece. And I turned it into, I used it on the back. And it's got a picture of Graceland. I have never been to Graceland. This photo is a copy of one that I got from a previous boss who was in Memphis for a conference, and she was kind enough to take some photos for me. You're not allowed to take photos inside, so she was able to get some of the outside photos for me, and I just copied and put them here. This is a photo of his grave marker that my boss also took, and I just copied it there to put it on here on this album. Just did some stamping with some music notes and some cute little records that I thought would add some interest to the page. So there's that. Oh, I screwed up here. I will have to fix that. I'll cover it with something. Anyway, this is what I've included inside the bag. Oopsie. This is not the Wikipedia bio, but it's a biography from I don't know, it's a fan's website or something like that I got it from. But I like that it's short and concise, and I thought it was kind of cool. So I just included that on a little piece of paper for her there. These are the tags that I did. I've used the Hambly screen prints, music note paper, or music note acetate on top, and then a picture, one of my favorite photos, underneath. This is a photo of Elvis on the set of the Ed Sullivan Show, and I guess he, from what I understand from the movies that I've seen and stuff, documentaries rather, he had a difficult time getting on to the show because the Ed Sullivan Show was considered very family friendly, and he was kind of the censorship back then. But anyway, because of the way Elvis performed, he was finally considered family friendly back in 1956 when he was able to get on the show. But anyway, sorry, I'm rambling, but I wanted to share the little quotes that I included on here, and these are quotes from Elvis Presley, and it says, "Some people tap their feet, and some people snap their fingers, and some people sway back and forth. I just sort of do them all together, I guess." And it's from Elvis in 1956, talking about his way of moving on stage. And I love it. In the back, I've included a tag, or excuse me, another quote that says, "I ain't no saint, but I've tried never to do anything that would hurt my family or offend God. I figure all any kid needs is hope and the feeling he or she belongs. If I could do or say anything that would give some kid that feeling, I would believe I had contributed something to the world." And it's Elvis commenting to a reporter in the 1950s. And I thought that was cool. I think he appeals to me too in the sense that it was not only because the time was, it was a different time, but because he really genuinely seemed humble, and he seemed taken aback by the fact that he had come from very meager beginnings to just an American icon within a couple of months. So that's kind of why he appeals to me, because he seems like a genuinely humble person, and we don't have a lot of that, I think, nowadays. So anyway, here's the other tag. It's another one of my favorite photos from him on the set of Jailhouse Rock. And the quote on here says, "Man, I was tame compared to what they do now. Are you kidding? I didn't do anything but just jiggle." That's Elvis in 1972. So I think that his quote stands true today, definitely, because compared to what they do now, he didn't do nothing. So the quote on the back says, "The first time I appeared on stage, it scared me to death. I didn't really know what all the yelling was about. I didn't realize that my body was moving. It's a natural thing to me. So the manager backstage, I said, 'What did I do? What did I do?' And he said, 'Whatever it is, go back and do it again.'" This is from a quote from him from 1972. So that's my little entry into Vikki's journal. I am going to try and go to to a local store here and find I don't know if a pin or something, I'm not sure, from my state, because I think a lot of people are including things like that, and I thought it would be kind of fun because I do want to include something. She's asked us to do she has to do a charm and then to fill out a tag for her. So this is my sign-in and my tag, and I'm going to go and try and find, I have one thing here that I could use, but I want to see if I can find something better. So it should go out in the mail by tomorrow, which is Thursday. let's shoot for Friday. How about that? No, Friday is a good day. So if I can get it out on Friday, it'll go on to Brenda, and then it should go home after that, I think. So we're very close to the end of our journey on Team Brenda, and I've had the greatest time with these travel logs. I've not been disappointed at all. I'm on my way to doing it'll be number 4, I guess. Yeah, it'll be number 4, and that's Team Charlie. Is it? No, it's not Charlene. What's her name? She's in this travel log group too. Where is she? Tomorrow, that's right. Team Tomorrow. So it'll be awesome. Anyway, this is Vicki's journal. Vicki, thank you so much. An amazing, amazing, beautiful journal. I am so glad that I was able to participate, and it's on its way to Brenda very, very soon. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.